This is an Eco Mood plant pot for your plants that gives you light indications on the health of your plant. It is an idea from Wally. Enjoy. So we have some good news and we have some bad news. Good news is I have a sweet invention that might actually be cool. Bad news is it actually isn't from a movie. ChatGPT lied to me and I didn't double check its work. So we have this Eco Mood plant pot that, well, it is supposed to be from Wally. It actually isn't, and for some reason ChatGPT thought it was. So let me explain how it goes down. So first off, you put your plant in it. Boom. Super simple, kind of how all plant pots work. So you see these holes? These are for the excess water to go in. And so there's ChatGPT actually gave me a sweet little rendering of it, so I kind of based on that because I liked how it is. So here's that little picture. But so those little tubes connect at the bottom and go up here. And so in my head, I thought, well, if you overfill a plant and if it has electronics on the bottom, you don't have a good spot to like get the water out. So I thought, well, if it goes up this way, the more you put it, more it'll go up. And then as the plant needs more water, since gravity pushes it, it'll push it down, and then it still can have some water and still hydrate the plant just a bit. So kind of cool. And then also so this pink spot is where all the like electronics will be. And so I am debating whether or not you have it connect to the water so you can see how much water's in it, or it just tests the soil. So the whole point of this product is to give you an indication light on how healthy your plant is. So you would have an app and you would put in what plant you're putting into this pot. And so say it's daisies, you plant some daisies. You put it in, and then this little pink thing down here will test the water, the soil. It'll see how warm it is, and then it will base that on the best proper techniques you need to take care of daisies to make daisies grow and flourish. And so if the soil's good, the soil, just like overall structure of it is good. It's moist, it's hydrated, the plant isn't over flooded. It'll give you a green light. But then if, say, you haven't watered it in a couple days, it's getting a little thirsty, the lights will turn to yellow. And it's just a little, hey, I need some help. I'm dying over here. But then if it gets really bad, you let it go for, say, 3 weeks. Then they turn red, and you understand that I got to do something because this ain't going good. So kind of cool, actually, and it might help a lot of people get better and also not have plants die. So that might be something to look forward to. So, and then so you see how this little outside there, it's kind of how ChatGPT gave it to me, and I really liked the thing because you have the lights going up as well, and then you can actually see the water level, because it will be green, but it will only go green to how high the water level is. So then you can kind of see, oh, it's up to here. That's a lot of water it still can put in. So kind of cool. Kind of kills like 6 birds with 1 stone, which is awesome. So I really like this, and I think it'd be able to help so many people. But the thing is, you actually could kind of make this at home. The only problem would be is like the soil testing, but you can buy soil testers from the store, and you just have to connect it to like a little microcontroller, which, yes, that can be difficult, but if you really wanted to, you could figure out a way to actually make it. And I mean, that might not be the bad idea. So, could be cool. I also had another absolutely crazy idea, and I'm gonna tell you about it. So, have you ever wanted your plant to talk to you? Same. I also wanted my plant to talk to me. So what I thought of is, if the plants get to determine like how thirsty they are, and then they use their roots to kind of absorb the water, would they be able to not absorb water as well? And so I'm thinking, what if the colors that it shows are determined by the plant? And so say you asked it, are you a plant? Hopefully it says yes, and so it would give you, say, a green light. and it would absorb a lot of water and it would give you a green light. Obviously, you'd have to give it a little time, but you could also give it some water and say, are you a plane? Then if it doesn't absorb any water and then the light turns yellow, it means, no, I'm not a plane. And so you might be able to talk to your plant. This is all hypothetical. I don't know if plants might be able to like understand what we're saying, because plants do grow better if you play classical music, is what I've been told. So it might be a thing of you could possibly talk to a plant. I don't know how well that would work and how quickly the answers would get to be, but it could work. So I also want to throw out a couple more ideas that ChatGPT gave me. It's fairly funny and it's amusing. So the first one is I'm not even gonna say that. Bioelectrical signals. So once you touch a leaf, it would give a specific like a pulse out, and then that would be a signal that you would get from it. And so once the plant like feels the touch, quote unquote feels, then it would give you a response, possibly. Kind of crazy. I have no idea. So another way is same thing with touch, but you can connect like for example, it said if you touch the root of the plant, it would give you one response, but if you touch the stem of the plant, it would give you a different response. It's absolutely crazy. The next one is the water and like how much it absorbs. I don't know if it's automatically just takes in the water or if it kind of chooses how much, but then the next one would be multiple light sources. So you have it say on the left and right, and so then the left equals couch and then the right equals light. This is the example it's giving me. And then preferably it'd be the exact same wattage with the kind of no external light, so that there's not one heavier source of light. But you put them two out there, you say you give it 2 days, and whatever kind of direct light it leans towards, that is your decision. So kind of crazy. And then the environmental influence feedback loop. So again, these are crazy, but so it would combine multiple sensors: light, air, humidity, and soil. And so one example is the plant wants more light, it triggers a lamp. When it's happy, it lets your system move to the next task. So the thing is, you possibly could connect, say, a little dripper of water, and if it needs more water, it would trigger the water to drop. Again, this is having like a sentient plant, which I don't know how smart plants are. Again, they do live and they do kind of do awesome, but kind of crazy. So, and then the last one, it says a wild combo idea, and it is plant DJ booth, and it's crazy. So each plant a capacitive input pad, and then their moisture levels sets the mood lighting. Touching a leaf changes the music. So over time, the plant chooses the vibe. That is absolutely crazy. So imagine you pull up to a bar or a club and they got some music playing, and all you see is a guy with a sunflower out there touching the leaves and changing songs. That's insane. So I don't know how possible and real this is, but you never know. The world is our oyster. We can eat it whenever. I don't know. But kind of crazy, kind of cool, but this product might be able to help a lot of people that are unfortunate plant owners to be able to get their plants to stay alive longer. So, but yeah, this thing would also just plug in. It'd have a little cord back here, you plug it in. There's also ways you could do like battery powered, or you could have the plant power this, but that is a lot of extra electronics, and also I don't think it has enough power to do everything. So just plug it in. But kind of crazy, kind of cool. You could have a plant DJ, you never know. So I think this will work. Do you think this will work? Let me know in the comments. Goodbye.